Happy New Year.
Good morning, cherubs.
Good morning, Heather. I miss you guys. I have been vlogging this past week and I just wanted to kind of debrief and catch up while I get ready. I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. I was going through a little mental TV, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I posted was the end of October and really going through it up until Christmas, and I was like, I am not bringing this energy into the new year. We're shifting our mindset. That's kind of the mindset I'm bringing. Self-obsession and sticking to the plan regardless of what is going on outside of me. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a great New Year's. Let's get into it. We started the year on a fabulous note because before we went to Texas, I literally took 7 or 8 days to redo the entire house. I pretty much rearranged every single room or switched something around in every single room just to inject some fresh life into the home. I feel the urge for something to change about once a year. Hence the chop. Do you like it? I went for like a Rachel Green vibe. We signed a 14-month lease at our new apartment, so we're locked and loaded. We're staying here, which is nice because it feels like last year we did a lot of adjusting and finding our routine, finding our rhythm, and just now at the end of 2024 I was finally getting in the groove of it. Ended the year off on a great note. I am very much the type of person that like the way you enter the year is the way that your year is going to go. A big goal of mine is to eat yummy homemade meals more. I think that was one of my pain points this year, was eating out a lot, and it definitely affected my fitness and health. We headed off to Costco to do some grocery shopping after I had gone through Pinterest a little bit and found some meal ideas for the week. So I knew exactly what I was going to be making each night, what ingredients I needed, how much of everything, and that was so nice to have a guide basically to go shopping, because usually when I go shopping for groceries I just kind of go with what sounds good. So definitely recommend doing that if you want your food area of your new year to go a lot smoother. I love starting off the year with fresh green florals. I feel like it is very symbolic of like a fresh new year, growth, and life. Put those up and it just made the house feel so fresh and alive with new energy. We decided to end the year off with one last gym session. I've been using the Grounds app. I'm kind of figuring it out now and I think it's like perfect for my expertise level. I would say it's like pretty beginner to intermediate. Hello? So if that's you, check it out. They did have a sale that I scooped it up on where it was like literally lifetime membership for $70 or something, and I literally had to scoop it up because that is just unheard of. I felt really good about moving my body on the last day of the year. Went home, and for our New Year's Eve meal, our last meal of 2024, we had homemade poke bowls, and I think that's one of the strategies that I'm going to use this year is finding foods that I love eating out and then trying to replicate them at home. For example, tonight I'm going to make labels from zinc. It's so yummy and I hope that it comes out half as good. I just got ready to sit on the couch. Honestly, our New Year's plans were super chill. I didn't even know what I wanted to do fully until that night. And by the time I had finished getting ready, I was like, yeah, I just kind of want to chill at home. That night, I'm not exaggerating, we literally went to bed at like 12:05. We stayed up just enough to see the new year, kiss, and then we went straight to bed. But we wanted to be well rested so that we could go to the gym the next day for our first gym sesh of the year. Another New Year's resolution of mine is to spend more time outside enjoying and appreciating the beautiful nature that we have here in California, and especially now with the fires, like it just makes me regretful that I didn't go to the Getty Museum or that I didn't appreciate the last time I was at Malibu. You know, like little things like that. Like literally nothing in this life is certain. So anyways, I just want to make it a habit to enjoy what we have while we have it. But of course, after our workout and before the hike, we had to get a coffee. We tried out Jedediah coffee and we headed over to my favorite hike in Laguna. It's pretty quick. I think round trip it took maybe 30-40 minutes, but it is pretty steep, so it's like a good concise workout. The view is usually amazing, like you literally can see from Newport to Dana Point. However, it was a little bit gloomy this day, so a little anticlimactic, but we headed down the hill, and honestly it was just nice to be outside and get some movement out in fresh air. The gym's great, but I truly feel like I'm in my final form when I'm moving outside. By the way, I've been obsessing over the Victoria's Secret glosses. This is such a throwback. My mom used to use them, and the woman has a lot of faults, but she knew what was up with the glam. On January 3rd, it was my husband and I's 6th anniversary. Can you believe that? We literally got married like as babies, and I just can't believe we've been married for the better half of a decade. That's kind of crazy. And my husband was super sweet. He planned the entire day, didn't ask for any opinions or anything. He just did it, which is very, very attractive, and as a woman, always appreciated. But he ended up taking us to this hike in LA that has like the view of a waterfall at the end, which was so magical, and it was a pretty good hike. I think it was maybe total 2 hours, but definitely more of that in 2025. I love hiking, and I definitely don't go out nearly as much as I should. After that, he took us to brunch at this place in Irvine called NEP, I believe. It is Vietnamese brunch. It was delicious. I had a stir-fry rice. Unfortunately, I didn't get footage of this because at this point I was exhausted and I was ready to go home for a little nap before going to dinner at the Orange Hill, which was so romantic. Such a nice dinner for our anniversary and our first date of 2025. The first Saturday of the year was spent with my childhood best friends. I miss them so much. One of them lives in New York and one of them lives about an hour away actually. I have not seen them in maybe 5 years, which is insane to say. But we went back to Jedediah Coffee and had a little walk on the beach, caught up, debriefed, talked about the new year, and we actually ended up planning a little trip to New York to visit one of my friends, which is so excited. That's another thing we've been saying forever and ever, and I'm just glad that we finally got it on the book. And on Sunday, I did a relaxing little Sunday reset. Again, I'm making it a point to meal prep, so on Sunday I made the most delicious granola. I can write the recipe for you guys down below, and I'll probably make a reel about it or something. But I prepped some granola, and I've been loving making egg casseroles that last for about 4 days between my husband and I. And it's high protein, it's healthy, tons of veggies, and it's prepped easy and quick, which is the best part. And I ended the night with some Sex and the City on the projector, which we got a projector for our bedroom. It is life-changing. We have not had a TV in our room in so long, which I miss. I love a little housewives binging sesh on the weekends in bed. Like, to me, that is so cozy. And my husband usually like watches his shows or plays video games on the TV, so it's kind of nice to have like 2 separate areas. Anyways, so cozy. I'm actually still not done with my vision board. It is currently Thursday, January 9th. She's almost done, but I ended up using up all my printer paper, so I'm waiting for the Amazon man to deliver that to finish the board. I really want to become a little bit more cultured. I want to read the classics and like go to museums and learn about art and learn about history and philosophy. I want to learn about about fashion a little bit more in depth. I also want to explore some hobbies, and most importantly, this is the year of self-obsession. If you haven't already listened to the podcast episode, that's all about it, but I want to center myself in this upcoming year, and I don't even mean just focusing on myself, but I mean like getting back to Heather deep down inside, listening to her voice, developing that voice, and creating like a strong sense of self. Funny. Okay, switching over to my sprocket because my camera kept dying. Oh, hi, you're on the auto thing. Anyways, yeah, I just feel like I got a little lost in the sauce, but I want to find myself again this year. And so in every little aspect this year, you guys will see it on the page on YouTube, on Instagram, the podcast. I'm gonna be trying to find like, basically I want to curate the most me life possible, centering myself and like not constantly looking to others for advice or validation or comparison or inspo. Even as much as I love inspo, I think for me right now I need to focus on finding my true wants, needs, and desires and all that. So anyways, yeah, so that is how the first week of 2025 has gone. I would say it's pretty good, and if that's how the rest of 2025 is gonna go, I'm pretty happy about it. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. I will be more consistent, I promise. Like, maybe the crazy fun, super creative editing will be toned down for now, just until I find my groove. I swear, I feel like I've been trying to find my groove for so long that now I'm just like, okay, we just gotta get into it and like start. But I hope you guys are all having a wonderful 2025 so far. Let me know 3 of your New Year's resolutions down in the comment box below. Oh my god, down in the comments. Hope everyone's safe and happy and healthy. I love you. And don't forget to subscribe for more good vibes in 2025. Check out my Instagram if you haven't already, and listen to the podcast. I promise it's a good listen, so check it out. Okay, love you. Bye.